Well, welcome back. I am going to do a video today on surface area of prisms, and I'm going to show you what the book does, and then I'll show you another way to do it. So they tell you to find the surface area. You take the lateral area and then you add to it 2 times the bases. Well, that makes perfect sense because lateral area is the perimeter of the base. Well, if I look at the base here and I outline where the base is, this would be the base here. Well, if I were to take that and stretch it out, that would be, say, one of these sides here. And then it says, and multiply it times the height. So the height would be right here. Well, the height is here. Well, in order to find the area of this rectangle, so if I were to make this into a rectangle, I would actually do this length times this height. And so that's exactly what lateral area is. It's the perimeter times the height. So, in other words, it is the area of this rectangle. And then you've got a base and another base. So that's why they say 2 times the bases. Okay? And that is the same thing for a triangular prism. You would find the perimeter, and so if I were to stretch out the perimeter, it would be across here. You would multiply it times the height. That would give you the area of this right here. And then you would find the area of each base. Now remember, a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So you would have to do that twice. Well, if you do that twice and then multiply by 2, you're really just doing base times height. So again, we'll talk about that in just a moment. Okay, so here's a picture of a rectangular prism. So surface area equals lateral area plus 2 times the bases. Well, I'm going to talk about the lateral area, and remember, lateral area is perimeter times the height. Okay, so the perimeter, if I went around here, this would be 10, that's 17, across this right here, you don't see it, but that would be 10 again, and then back across here would be another 17. So my perimeter would be 54. My height is 4 plus 2 times the big B. Remember, big B is area of base. Well, the base would be, say, this right here. Okay? So my base is 17 by 10. So to find the area, I do 17 times 10, and that's 170. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. So I'll multiply my 54 times 4, that's 216, and I'll add to it 340, and that gives me a total volume. I'm sorry, not volume, we're doing surface area now. That was the last section. So the total surface area would be 556 centimeters squared, because surface area is squared because we're talking about the word area. Okay? Now the other way to do that would be to find the area of each one of those faces and add them up. So you could say, okay, I've got this side here, and that is 4 by 10. So I have 4 by 10, and I have 2 of those because there's another one on the back side. And then I've got this top part, we've already talked about that. That would be 17 times 10. And I've got a bottom just like that, so I'll multiply that by 2. And then the last side here would be this 4 by 17. And I've got 2 of those. So I would get 80. 20 times 17, 340. 8 times 17, 136. Okay, and then I would total those all up. So 80 plus 340 plus 136 equals 556 centimeters squared. So depending on if you want to use the formula they gave you, or you can just take the area of each face and add it up. That's how you can get that surface area. Okay, so if we look at this here, my bases are these triangles. Okay, so I'm just going to resketch this triangle. And the height is 6, and that's 4. Okay, so I'll do the formula they gave me. Surface area is perimeter times height plus 2 times my base. Well, the perimeter would be 4 plus 12 plus 4 plus 12. So my perimeter is equal to So the perimeter is equal to 24 and 8, was that 32? And then I'm going to take the height of this, so that's my perimeter, times my height, which is 6. And then I add to it 2 times my base area. Well, this is my triangle, and remember, area of a triangle is base, not a big B, little b, base times height divided by 2. So that would give me 12, and I put that there. So 32 times 6 is 192 plus 24 is 216, and the unit is centimeters squared for that. Okay, so that's how you find the surface area of a prism.